Good morning, Lisa. How are you today on day 6?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. Yeah, day six already. Isn't that amazing how quickly it goes by?
Yes. And were you enthusiastic? I'm still enthusiastic all the way from yesterday. Kind of dribble over.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, putting enthusiasm into everything makes such a difference. So yeah, I was so enthusiastic and actually usually I am, you know.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So it gave me a little more energy than usual. It was like I was more inspired than usual.
hmm
So what's today? What is day 7? Let's see.
Um,
Look in the book here. Day 7
Day
is
seven is
negative thoughts.
negative thoughts.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's get rid of them today. Yes, let's read. Let's get rid of negative thoughts. I'm enthusiastically ready to get rid of negative thoughts. How about you?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let me just share my screen and we can begin.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay, would you like to begin?
Sure, I have to move my camera over a touch so I can see the video. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Negative thoughts. It's an absolute certainty that you will never attract positive things if all of your thoughts are negative. Just as surely as a magnet attracts iron filings, your mind attracts the things you think about most. One of the uncanny features of the mind is that it constantly seeks to turn into physical reality the things we think about most. Unfortunately, the subconscious mind, which concentrates on such thoughts 24 hours a day, can't distinguish between positive and negative thoughts. If you tell yourself something often enough, your subconscious will eventually come to believe it. It doesn't matter if the information is truth or lies, or facts or fiction, positive or negative thoughts. The mind is designed so that it constantly strives to attract the material equivalent of your most frequent and most prominent thoughts. It follows then that it is physically impossible for a negative mind to attract positive things. If you look for problems, you'll find them. It is possible, however, to overcome negative thinking, to replace pessimism with optimism. It is a matter of conditioning. You can train your mind to think positive thoughts the same way you learn anything else, by repetition. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale once told me a story that he used to drive home from the point up on his father's farm in Dutchess County, New York. He had a dead tree that he feared might be blown over in a windstorm and damage the house. He called the landscapers, who he thought would come out with a giant saw, cut down the tree, and haul it away. But they didn't do that at all. They started at the top, removing the branches one at a time until nothing was left but the trunk. Then they took the trunk down in sections until it, too, was gone. Want to tell me the rest?
Yes. He said, that's how you deal with negative thinking. You remove negative thoughts one at a time until there are none left. Then you plant a new tree in their place. You water it, fertilize it, and nurture it with positive thoughts until it is strong and straight and so large that there isn't room for negative thoughts to grow. If you make it a habit to stop negative thoughts every time they appear and replace them with their positive counterparts, if you replace I can't with I can't fail, you will soon find that your life has greatly improved. You are what you think. W. Clement Stone and Napoleon Hill state it this way: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve with a positive mental attitude. It is very likely that you will become what you think about most. If you are consumed by negative, destructive thoughts, you will be a sad and unhappy person. If you eliminate such thoughts and focus on positive things, you will become a happy, productive person. It is a natural tendency of the mind to transform your thoughts into their physical equivalent. That's its job. Your mind is the central computer that tells you when to eat, sleep, and perform countless functions necessary for your survival and well-being. It is essential, then, that you control the input of your human computer. Otherwise, it will behave exactly as its mechanical counterpart does. Garbage in, garbage out. Like most important aspects of your life, managing your thoughts and your expectations for your career, education, family, friendships, and health and fitness is not something decided upon and promptly dispensed with. It's a programming process that is time-consuming and often tedious and difficult, but it works.
Success is an endeavor. It begins with having a clear fix on what you would like to accomplish. Without an established destination, one direction is about as good as another. Goal getting puts you in charge of your life. You determine where you would like to be at any given time, and you establish your own short, medium, and long term goals to help you get there. Without fixed goals, you are likely to drift, driven by random external forces and events that have no real meaning or purpose for you. In simplest terms, developing a plan for your life is similar to organizing a cross country trip. Both require you to have a definite destination in mind if you're ever going to have any hope of arriving there. Both have intermediate goals along the way that must be satisfied if you expect to reach your ultimate destination on schedule. A good plan will always have a sufficient flexibility to accommodate detours and delays, and it will allow time for a side trip or two to check out interesting possibilities that arrive unexpectedly. Like any trip, however, the first and foremost step is to determine your destination. When you know where you're headed, you will find all kinds of ways of getting there. Ooh, tell me some action steps to take today.
Okay, yes. Set your goals by writing them down and ranking them in importance to you. Devise a definite plan of action as to how you will reach your goal. Keep in mind that, as with any trip, there may be detours, setbacks, and some backtracking before you reach your ultimate goal. Yeah, that's true.
I
It's never a straight
really,
line to get there.
really like that. You have to have a destination. I can really think about being on a road trip when I make my goals. I like that story, that
Mhm.
analogy. Well, have a wonderful day setting
Yes,
your goals and taking some actions. And tomorrow we'll find out how we both did.
that's right. Okay, we'll check in tomorrow and continue with day 8. So I will
Perfect.
see you then.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
All right, you as well. Bye for now.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah,
You have to stop recording otherwise.
yeah, I was trying to